Hello, money finders. Welcome back. 10 habits of highly successful people. Everyone wishes if there were a handbook for success, a shortcut that will make you instantly rich. But there's a good thing and a bad one. The bad one is there is no shortcut to success. The good thing is a change in your habits could make you more successful. A wise man once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellency then is not an act but a habit. Excellency and success is an art that needs to be mastered by habitation. There is a fine line between success and failure, and here in this case, habituation is a thing that separates you from the successful people. Welcome to Money Finders, enriching the lives of people we touch. If you have not subscribed yet, you're missing out. In the entire history, no other person has managed to have a personified notion of the self-made man more than Henry Ford. Henry Ford is the best remembered as one of the single-handedly created the U.S. automotive industry. What Ford had only a limited formal education, born in a farm, and was expected to take over the farm when he grows up. Instead, Ford left home at the age of 17 and joined as an apprentice in a mechanics in Detroit, a career choice that left him widely famous and successful. Even with a sort of okay education, Ford managed to rationalize the mechanized assembly line. Detroit was later known as the Motor City because of his work. What is that makes the uber rich, famous and successful set apart from the rest? It is not they have got access to more resources than you. You are seriously mistaken if you think they have got more resources than you. Many of successful people did not even have the amount of resources that you have access to now. So what is it that these people build gold mines out of stones? Do you have what it takes to be successful? Habits are what you are and what you become. Here is a list of the top 10 habits of the highly successful people. So do you think you have what it takes to be successful? Number 10. They practice self-care. Successful people take care of themselves. Managing stress and staying mentally sharp helps them bring their best each day. Whether this means meditation, a healthy breakfast, or gym time, successful people know that they have to make physical and mental well-being a priority to perform at their best, not just at work, but also in life. When you are running a business, working at a stressful job, or focusing on raising your family, it's easy to let all of those things take over your own physical and mental well-being. In the long run, though, you'll be better at whatever task you set yourself if you are healthy. Prop tip: putting your health and well-being on the agenda helps you operate at the highest level. Schedule some time to take care of yourself. Number 9. They pay attention to details. We tend to think of successful people as idea people. A kid in a garage has a brilliant insight and then, boom, Microsoft is born. That can't be true. But the greatest idea in the world won't lead success unless you know how to make it a reality. Take part of the process is all about the details. This is one of the habits of successful people that you can practice every day. Whatever you are doing, stop a moment to think about it. Is that the best way to do it? Is there a way that's easier or more efficient or produces a better outcome? Sometimes tweaking a tiny detail can lead to a big change for the better. Top tip: know that each and every aspect of your business and by extension of your product is important to building a strong brand. Number 8. They don't hear, they listen. In his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey says that people are concerned with talking, that they never listen. There's a lot of difference between listening and hearing, and you ought to figure out that yourself. All the successful people were great listeners in their very own sense. They listened to understand, not just to reply. And the widely celebrated author writes, most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. 7. They network. Your network determines your net worth. Successful people recognize the power of an expansive network. Networking is a vital skill to running a business. You never know when you'll meet the person who is your next customer, business partner, or a collaborator. Networking helps you build up that intangible goodwill in the community. It's also a lot easier to do business with people you are friendly with than strangers. Networking will also help you keep abreast of industry developments and opportunities. Pro tip: networking is vital to your growth as a business owner. Number 6, taking action. 6 on the list of habits of successful people is the inevitable action habit. It's important to organize, to plan, and to set priorities. Without action, a plan is nothing more than potential. Successful people act quickly and often. In addition, according to James Clear, they start anyway, before they feel ready. While others come up with reasons not to act, successful people take all that's important first step, even if it seems outlandish. Number 5, they are goal-oriented. Setting goals is a nice habit as it increases the dedication at work and provides more clarity in making decisions. Almost every successful person likes to set short-term goals because they know that creating the short-term goals and achieving them with success will help them come closer to the bigger goal. Number 4, they work harder than you think. You might have heard this by now over a million times from hundreds of your sources, but they're working hard from hours before you wake up every day and more hours after you are off to bed at night. These people get up instantly early. Sheryl Sandberg, COO of Facebook, wakes up daily at 5:30 a.m. Successful people clock in long hours, not because they have to, but because they want to. What sets apart this from the rest is that they work hard for the love of it, not just for the sake of it. Number 3, they organize. One of the most frequently mentioned habits of those who are successful in life is organization. Such organization includes planning as well as setting priorities and goals. Joel Brown, the founder of addicted2success.com, calls for a prioritized to-do list every evening before going to bed to prepare for the next day. According to Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey, Sunday is an important day for organization, getting ready for the rest of your week. Number 2, they don't fear failure. How could you be successful at anything if you are afraid of everything? The fear of failure is worst of all. Sir Richard Branson might not have become what he is now if he feared to drop out of school. These people care the least about failure and work hard to avoid it at any cost. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't waste energy trying to cover up failure. Learn from your failures and go on to the next challenge. It is okay to fail. If you're not failing, you are not growing. Stanley Joad. The fear of failure shouldn't pull you from having fun. Number 1, they start with an end in mind. Your goal is where you want to end up, so start from there. Average goals get you to average success. The highly successful people start with the end in mind. When your ultimate goal is ultimate success, you work much harder than you think you might ever think you could. These successful people work with bigger picture in mind and work daily on moving a step closer to their dreams. Steve Jobs, the late founder of Apple, is believed to chuck out of the ideas of iPad back from the 80s, when the first tablet Microsoft Surface hit the shelves in 2001. A long-term vision for themselves is what they were possessed with. The bottom line is, most people have habits. Some are positive, some are not. Successful people tend to have more of the kinds of habits that contribute to their success. The good news is, for those who wish to be successful, is cultivating positive habits takes no more effort than developing bad ones. Some of the best habits of successful people involve only conscious effort, like getting up early every day. Others, such as becoming organized, may take a little more skill and practice but ultimately results in the most desired outcome of success. Did you enjoy this video? Didn't you? We would like to give you another interesting video, but before then, our team would be very happy if you can like, share this video to all your social media networks. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We love you.